Right, hi, what's up guys? As you can see from the title in this video, I will tell you how I lost 20k in crypto and how I decided that crypto probably isn't for me. So it all started with the corona crash in 2020. There I saw a lot of things going down, stocks, crypto. And because I was out of work or I received some payments from the government, I decided to put it into crypto because I heard now is a good time to invest because the whole market is scared or everybody's scared, and that was a good move. So I invested in Bitcoin. I think afterwards I heard from the altcoins like Ethereum, Cardano, ADA and all those other coins, the top 10, most of them were in the top 10 that I invested in. And then I thought, yeah, this crypto stuff is fun, you can make plenty of money. And then I discovered the meme coins, and it all started with SafeMoon. So I discovered SafeMoon, I think in March or April it was 2021, where it was fairly new. And I think I invested 100 euros, that got down to 50 euros and then went up to over 1,000 euros. And then I saw the first time what you can make with meme coins. And that was also the beginning where I decided to go all in on SafeMoon because I was pretty convinced about the coin. I got into the community, so I followed their posts and everything daily. And I really became a bit obsessed with SafeMoon. So pretty much I invested almost all my money, around 15k at that point. And in the beginning it got down to about 8 or 7k, so I lost again half of it. But then it skyrocketed up to 30k in late 2021, but that was also the peak of this crypto bull run, or the last crypto bull run. And I decided not to sell because I wanted to get up to 50k, so greed overcame me. And I also saw a friend of mine made with another coin 200k, but he also didn't cash out because he thought he would go to 1 million. But nevertheless, there I thought I learned my lesson. So taking profits when everything is good or when you're up. So I hold on to SafeMoon for about 3 years. Then they went bankrupt. I sold all my SafeMoon, but one day after I got back in because I thought maybe this is exactly the time where you need to buy when it's extremely scary, and I still was pretty convinced about SafeMoon. So I bought before they stopped trading because they went bankrupt. And then it took a while until VGX, a new company, bought SafeMoon. And then my hopes rose again. So I really thought, okay, now SafeMoon can come back. So my goal was to get up to 100 million SafeMoon, because when I had 5 million SafeMoon, it was worth 30k. Or at that point, 5 million SafeMoon were 5 billion SafeMoon, so they made a consolidation, or I don't know how you can call it. So basically 1 billion was 1 million of SafeMoon V2, so the new token, there was less circulation and therefore you got a ratio from 1000 to 1, but that doesn't matter. So basically I went up to 100 million tokens, so 20x the time I had before, and I really thought now if I got to 30k with 5 million, then I could basically, who knows, reach 100,000 or even more. So I was pretty convinced on that. I reached 100 million SafeMoon in February, and I always hoped that VGX would revive the token, but then I received the news that VGX wasn't even in control of the token address and they only bought the SafeMoon assets. So they switched the SafeMoon assets to VGX products, and then I really thought, okay, that was a bad move. They don't come back, or SafeMoon doesn't come back. So I sold everything. I think I invested in total like 15k, and then I sold the rest of it for 2 or 3k. I think 2.5k. And because I was a little bit mad, so emotional, I then invested in Solana meme coins, and there it all started where it got really bad. I discovered the Phantom wallet. There you can see all the Solana coins and all the new meme coins and the newly created coins. And then I also got into Pump.fun, where basically everyone can create a token and launch it without even knowing if they are real or if they are honest or whatever. So basically 99% of those coins or scams or tokens get rug pulled. So rug pulled mean that the owner buys a large amount of tokens and then sells everything, and then the coin crashes and it almost never recovers. So because I was mad on losing money with SafeMoon, I decided to get my money back with those risky plays, but eventually I lost almost all of it on those coins because they are rug pulled. So I was left with almost nothing. So in total I lost around 20k with crypto, with gambling, and only when I lost it all I realized I was gambling the whole time. So SafeMoon was a long-term investment. I really believed in it long-term and I held on long. I could have sold it when it was 5 or 6k, but I probably would never reach the 30k again. So the first mistake was never selling when I was in profit. I always knew that. I heard it oftentimes, but I didn't follow through on that. And the second thing is trying to get the losses back. So then I really got into the risky plays like Pump.fun and all that stuff. And that's how I lost my 20k in crypto. So I just want to share that lesson. I don't know if I will ever get back into crypto. I don't have a good feeling about it, especially because every time I look at the chart or look at coins or stuff like that, I always get reminded of the pain of losing all that money. So for me, probably it's not worth it. It's a form of gambling, and as you know, I get more into Christianity now, and it's a sin to gamble. So we should work honestly and provide a service to others, and therefore we make money. So that was my mistake. The devil tempted me, but it's also because you always hear that as a young man you need to have a lot of money, you need to provide for your family. That was the main driving force, because I always thought I need to make a lot of money there, and if you go to work normally you don't make a lot of money. So therefore that tempted me. So oftentimes I think the messages you hear on social media and everything are from the devil, if you can say that. They want to make you insecure and they want that you buy their programs. A lot of crypto investors, they sell programs, and that's how they make money, not eventually from crypto, because a lot of investors lose money too, but they only share their wins, and then everything or everybody thinks they make a lot of money, but in reality they also lose a lot of money. Sometimes they also get lucky, and of course if they have the connections and the right people, then they know how to make money. But if they would make so much money, why would they sell courses? So I think oftentimes it's a scheme and therefore they make money. But I don't want to speak badly about those people. I just want to share my experience with crypto. Like I said, I don't know if I will ever get back into crypto. I don't know if I will ever get into investing back again, but for now it's probably better if I do not. And yeah, that's everything I wanted to say. So I hope that my experience helps anyone in deciding if they want to invest or not. I think there are good ways to invest in crypto really when the market is down and you believe in something, or like Bitcoin or the bigger coins that establish themselves. But even those, you see, like Ethereum really didn't recover and it's the second largest coin. So at the end of the day, nobody knows what's going to happen, and it's a big gamble. So yeah, be cautious around that. Don't get into a cult like me, believing that you will get rich by investing into that coin. You can get rich, but the possibility is pretty low. So I hope you can take something away from that video, and we will see us next time.